On the 24th of December 2019, the Parliamentary Oversight Committee on Information and Communications in the Sierra Leone Parliament convened what has been described as one of the most strategic and sensitive meetings, if not the most, in the year 2019, considering its timing. The reason for the meeting of MPs in the Committee on Information and Communications was to look into circumstances surrounding the suspension of the Director General of the National Telecommunications Commission, Maxwell Massaquoi, by the board of NATCOM and the Minister of Information and Communications, Mohamed Rahman Swari. According to a letter from NATCOM dated 18th December 2019, the board of NATCOM suspended the Director General of NATCOM for a period of 1 month. The letter from the NATCOM board furthered that the reasons for the NATCOM DG suspension was in connection to queries he was not able to give satisfactory response to. The said letter was signed by the board chairman of NATCOM, Alhaji Fuad Sharif. Meanwhile, there had already been a letter of indefinite suspension of the NATCOM Director General from the Minister of Information and Communications, Mohamed Rahman Swari, dated 12th December 2019. Now, the Parliamentary Committee on Information and Communications rationale was to get the side of the NATCOM board and the NATCOM suspended Director General and find amicable resolution to the said issue. All of a sudden, the NATCOM DG made himself available, but the other parties absented themselves without any reason communicated to the committee. However, the NATCOM DG was asked by the committee to respond to the allegations levied on him by the Minister of Information and Communication, Mohamed Rahman Swari, that led to his suspension by the minister. On the issue of what the Minister of Information and Communication, in his letter of suspension, said was the NATCOM DG's dilatory attitude towards the conclusion of the international gateway contract with Suba. This was what Maxwell Massaquoi said to the committee.
The board itself, when they had a meeting with the minister, I believe they told them that there was no delay. In fact, if there's anything, we should commend the Director General for expediting the termination of the Suba contract by 2 years. The Suba contract, on face value, what we inherited, it states that that contract should end October 24, 2021. Suba was not performing. They had non-performance issues. The technical audit picked that up. We interacted with Suba, we asked them questions they could not deliver. In the meantime, the same Ministry of Information had taken the route that they will go through the Office of the Attorney General to see how they could terminate the Suba contract. As I sit here today, the minister has never gotten back. The minister, meaning the Minister of Information, he took that upon himself that he will go through the Attorney General to see how they could terminate the Suba contract. We have communication to the effect since June of this year. I can tell you categorically, to date, as I sit here, the Minister of Information has never got back to us.
And on the issue put forward by the Minister of Information and Communications that has to do with the retrieval of the top-level domain from AFCOM, which according to the minister, the NATCOM DG has a lukewarm approach to. This was how Maxwell Massaquoi responded to the committee.
He never gave me, he never delegated in writing. What he said, they were at the cabinet meeting and something came up about top-level domain. Later on, I learned that it was not really top-level domain he was talking about. It was second-level domain, which is the .gov.sl, instead of the top-level domain, which is .sl. And nowhere in the world, and I try to explain this, nowhere in the world does the administrator of these domains come in the shape and mold and form as a government entity. It's normal, it's internet society, private. Only after I wrote this letter, it went further and explained to the board that it was the .gov.sl. As soon as the board told me this, I said, well, look, even his letter, he said top level. So he asked for two different things. So immediately, the board, after this letter, they said, oh, they had a meeting with the minister. The minister said it was really the .gov. I said, well, yeah, he has top level, it's .sl. So immediately I negotiated with AFCOM. As we speak today, they already developed a credential for the Ministry of Information. The ICT department to have access to that. So every government entity now that wants to have that they go through the ministry.
After Maxwell Masakoi's explanation to the committee, the tentative chairman of the Committee on Information and Communication for that meeting, Honorable Ibrahim Ben Kagbo, had this to say.
We are very concerned about the manner in which the DG was suspended, and we thought we should look at the matter. The other people, because of guilt, have refused to turn up. We have listened to the DG. I am personally satisfied with his explanation. Thank you. And I think that in the future we may have to call him again with other people who are related to this manner. We have done this first. We have taken this first step. So what we are doing now is to give instructions through our own clerk here and through Mr. Speaker that the Director General returns to his workplace.
With immediate effect.
With immediate effect. It is the letter. It is the letter.
After all the deliberations, the Committee on Information and Communications made some resolutions appertaining to the actions of the Minister of Information and Communications and the board chairman of NATCOM for not honoring the invitation of Parliament, and these were read by Honorable Lahai Mara.
On the 19th December 2019, the Clerk of Parliament, on the directive of the Speaker of Parliament, summoned the Minister of Information and Communications, Chairman of the Board of the Commission, Commissioners, Director General, and the Deputy Director General of the National Telecommunications Commission to meet with members of the Parliamentary Committee on Information and Communication on Tuesday, 24th December 2019 at 10 a.m. to look into the suspension of the Director General. The committee relied on Standing Orders 73 subsection 2 to elect Honorable Ibrahim Ben Kagbo as the chairman of the meeting. The committee notes the non-compliance of the ministry, the chairman, the Ministry of Information, the chairman of the board of the commission, commissioners and deputy director general, hereafter referred to as the parties, as violation of Section 95 of the 1991 Constitution of Sierra Leone Act No. 6. The committee therefore deemed the actions of the parties as contempt of Parliament.
On the issue of the suspension of the NATCOM DG, the Committee on Information and Communication gave a strong directive in a form of its series of resolutions that the NATCOM DG Maxwell Masakoi be reinstated with immediate effect.
Squarely to a letter dated 9th December 2019 from the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Information and Communications that led to the suspension of the Director General by another letter dated 18th December 2019 from the Chairman of the Board of the Commission. The committee views these actions as violation of Section 10 of the National Telecommunication Act of 2006. The committee therefore resolved that the Director General be reinstated with immediate effect, and all future matters in relation to the issue be discussed later. By violation of the aforementioned section of the Constitution and the National Telecommunication Act of 2006, further actions should be taken by Parliament. Signed, Honorable Ibrahim Ben Kagbo, Acting Chairman of the Parliamentary Committee on Information and Communication. Copy, the Leader of Government Business in Parliament, CD2s. The Leader of the Opposition in Parliament, the Clerk of Parliament, the Secretary to the President, the Minister, Ministry of Information and Communications, the Chairman, NATCOM, the Director General, NATCOM, the Deputy Director General, NATCOM. Thank you for coming.
But as though the NATCOM board wants to test the powers of the Parliament of Sierra Leone, a letter from the NATCOM board signed by its board chairman, Alhaji Muhammad Fuad Sharif, dated January 6, 2020, has asked the Director General of NATCOM for the return of commissioned property, including its office, to the Deputy Director General, who according to the said letter now act as Director General. The Minister of Information and Communication is copied this letter. Meanwhile, it's still left unclear as to the next line of action of the Supreme Law-Making House of Sierra Leone, Parliament, following these developments. Glad TV Online will bring you more updates as situation unfolds on this story. For Gbala TV Online, I am Abdullah Gbala reporting.